Right, good morning. Just on our way to do this video, and we're going to show you a little bit of woodland that we found on the way there. We're going to head over to the far side. There's a bit of a shelter over there, and we'll have a look over there, maybe stop and have a brew. A little shelter there, so our trees fell there. I don't think I'd camp here, to be honest. There's a lot of dodgy looking tall trees. That is a proper ropey shelter as well. Right, now having a quick brew in the woods. With my little camping gas stove, which I love, quite compact. It's just beautiful when you come out and there's no one or nothing about. Just had a cup of tea. I mean, you see what I'm saying, there's a lot of tree fall around here, so I wouldn't say this was a great place for camping anyway. I'll be looking for somewhere else. Good afternoon, it's Dave the Urban Survivalist. I hope you're well today. As you can see today, we're out in this beautiful woods that we've managed to find near Dover somewhere. We're still not quite sure where it is, but we're coming out to get some fresh air, and it's the first time I've been out since after my back injury, so that's a good sign. Anyway, today we're going to be having a look at this beauty. This is the Combat UK version of the British Army's Adams survival knife. About 31 quid. I bought this online, Sergeant Prepper's store, and the last one I had, some little scrote stole it from my allotment shed, so I wasn't happy, and I never got around to doing the review. So today we're going to have a little look at it and see what it's like. Right, okay, the first thing we know, comes in this sheath. It's got two attachments at the back, as you can see. I don't see the point in that, to be honest, unless you're having it upside down on the chest rig or something, but I actually quite like this this inner belt loop here to use for my belt. Okay, then it's got two fasteners on here, and it's a good strong fit. All right, and we open these Velcro things. As you can see, quite a nice looking blade. It's got Combat Tactical because it's from Combat UK. Okay, 7-inch blade, weighs about 500 grams, and it's got a black wood handle that's riveted. Now it is quite sharp. I can feel it's quite sharp. The last one I had wasn't so sharp. So literally what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at this, just chopping and doing a bit of pieces. Okay, right, so now we're going to take this and we're going to give this hard bit of wood, you can hear it. It's pretty hard. We're going to give this a bit of a chop on here. Okay. Okay, so it chops pretty fine, so we ain't got no problem with that. Okay, right, so now what we're going to do, we're just going to do a couple of little shavings off here. Okay, we're not going to do like a feather stick, we're just literally going to take that down, get in the right position. I just want some little shavings off that for my start my fire. Okay, and then we keep them together. Right, a couple more. There you go. The last thing we're going to do here on this is we're going to make like some sort of peg for the ground. Okay, like we're doing a lot. So I want to get through that first. Wow, went through like a treat. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sharpen one end. Okay, like so. I know it's not exactly straight, but it's just an example. Okay. So that's what I want on that side. So I want a nice point. Now here, it's really weird because this peg, I want to stop a rope pulling off it. So what I do here, it's got a natural, see there, it's got like a natural, same as when we're making the traps, I want a little catch for the rope. So I'll make that a little bit more. Okay. So that, once it's stuck in the ground, should literally hold the rope. Let's have a look. Okay, so now what we're going to do, if you remember when in a trapping video I've done before with the snare traps, that we have this like I mentioned earlier, right? So I'm going to knock this in the ground, and then we're going to tie this to it. So I'm going to have her here, just literally give that a knock in the ground. There we go. Now this, as I've done before, I've just done a little slip knot as we were doing a spring snare, not a spring snare, wire snare. Similar type of knot. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that under there, and we want to catch that on here. Then we pull that in tight. Then I can pull that up. Now if you can see that, and on there it should be tucked under that little lip. Okay, and that's as simple as that. That will stop this coming off here. Obviously, if you've got a tent or something like that, that take a lot of torsion on there. Good stuff. Right, okay, good bit of kit, very solid. Like I say, I had my previous one for a few years, and I used it at the allotment, I used it in the woods, I used it when I've been doing garden work. It's pretty much a workhorse. It's a bit lighter than the Adams. I think it's about 50 grams lighter, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, but very good quality. I mean, look at that, there's not a dink on the blade, there's nothing. It feels solid, it feels good, and it's not too big either. It feels like, because I'm a big knife type of person, I love big knives. If you've seen my videos in the past, you know that I like the bigger knives. But yeah, really solid, and I like it. Anyway, lots coming up. I've got a few videos in the pipeline. I've got some shelter building, I've got some urbex coming up, some prepper pantries where we're learning to put all the ingredients of the store cupboards together. We've also got the allotment coming up, loads going on there, and the food preservation. So lots coming up. Right, it's been emotional. I'll see you soon.